This is a deck profile for Galaxy Defense Squad coming out in Superhero Wars Omega, Advent of Cosmoman, English release date September 14, 2018. Your flag will be Hero Rolls, and of course your buddy is Galaxy XL Cosmoman, the literal core of your deck. I play 4 copies of Galaxy Defense Team Alpha Team, since it reduces the call cost and transform cost of Galaxy XLs, and also it's a perfect target for Galaxy Defense Team as Immortal. 1 copy of Princess of Azure Sky's Coup, since she pretty much works with every Hero Roll deck. I do prefer to play her. Honestly, I know some people like to play Dash, but I would rather just draw an extra card and make sure I have enough power to kill something. 3 copies of Castle Falcon number 2. Even though 4 is kinda cloggy, 3 is perfectly fine. And since it searches on Galaxy Defense Team and Galaxy XLs, it is a perfect card to play in this deck. And also some of the spells can also be considered Galaxy Defense Team or Galaxy XLs, which this card also can search. 4 copies of Hydra Mariner. It's Gauge and Draw, man. That's all you gotta say. 3 copies of Horizon Fire, because it does destroy cards and deals damage to your opponent, and it can double attack, which basically does it twice per turn. 2 copies of Castle Falcon number 1, since it gives all Galaxy Defense Team Penetrate, Critical, and can't be rested. I do like the product, however I feel like Galaxy Cosmo 9 does the same thing just for your item, which I do appreciate more since that card also has triple attack, but we'll get to that when we get to it. 4 copies of our buddy Galaxy XL Cosmoman. It's the core of the deck. You transform into it. You have 3 souls. Each soul increases crit and defense, and since it also prevents your card from being returned at the end of the turn, you have to make sure you keep the souls there, but of course you can just retransform later, so it all doesn't matter. It's a very quick, easy way to OTK your opponent, honestly, and the card is very good. 3 copies of Galaxy XL Cosmoman Draco, since it just reduces its own size. You can combo this with the other size 2 monsters, or just another Galaxy XL card. And even though it has the same soul guard ability, it does also have moves, so it can protect you from other attacks. 3 copies of Galaxy XL Cosmo 9, certainly the most offensive of the Galaxy XL cards, since it does have triple attack and 10,000 power, but if your item penetrate and prevent it from being rested, which means Cosmoman would be a 5 crit card, it can't be rested and has double attack, which is good. Its transform cost is pretty high since obviously it would apply for itself, but you're not going to transform into this card. 3 copies of Loyalty, because honestly Loyalty is just a good card. It prevents your opponent from calling more than 3 cards, and lots of decks do that nowadays. So Lightning Dragon Order or Garga or just any deck that plays nowadays requires more than 3 cards. The other defensive options are good too, but honestly you're just preventing your opponent from calling more than 3. 2 copies of Hyper Energy, because it just charges a ton of gauge. 3 copies of Or So the Dream I Had Went. The Spell Null are very strong in this format, especially when people want to prevent you from attacking them with 5 crit, so then you just Spell Null and just hit them for 5 crit. 4 copies of This Is the Key of Justice, because it's a draw card for free. 3 copies of It's Hero Time, just standard in Hero World nowadays since it's gauge and add cards to your hand. 3 copies of Galaxy Defense Team is Immortal, since most of your cards have Soul Guard, you always have something to pay cost for this card. 2 copies of the Set Spell. It does give your cards power and defense, and does prevent your cards from being destroyed, and you can play multiple on the field at the same time. But at the same time, it's just that. 4 copies of Cosmo Barrier. This does prevent you from taking a ton of damage on link attacks, which is how your opponent will be damaging you. It's a very good card just for 1 gauge cost with rest of turn. Good for me. Finally, 4 copies of Cosmo Flasher, which does just search out your buddy, which is perfect. So that's my deck profile. Next time we'll be doing a deck profile on Mech Sky Squad, so I'll see you later.